Hey, it's MK, and I am here with a Paw Your Way Into Our Heart video for you guys, and I'm also playing along with Off the Board. For my inspiration today, I'm going to be pulling from this pin right here, where they used a stencil with texture paste on a patterned background, which I love doing. So I've pulled a couple Christmas things for you guys, some 49 Market rub-ons, some thickers that are from the Warm Wishes collection. I think I'm going to use the one that says Comfort and Joy, because I think that that's kind of cool, considering my puppies think that they're pretty comfortable, which brings them joy. I also have this awesome little star tree stencil from Pear Tree Cut Files. I try to show you guys the name, but I don't think it shows up very well, but there it is. Got a couple other 49 Market frame for you, and then this is from Close to My Heart, as well as a couple other die cut pieces that I have here. I've got some acrylic pieces, wood veneer pieces from Some Assemblage Required, some tickets and tiny words from 49 Market, just a lot of stuff. Here is my photo that I'm going to be playing with. I've got some branding strips that I want to try to work into, but I don't think it does end up. I've got this scrap of shiny red striped paper that I got from Tonic Studios craft kit, and then this sticker sheet, which I don't intend to use everything from the sticker sheet, but just a couple things, and then of course this Warm Wishes, because my puppies are all snuggled in and being warm, so I want to do something that has to do with cozy and comfortable and warm and things like that on this layout. I do also have from Stampin' Up, which sometimes they have in the little bottom corner their logo, but this is a Stampin' Up wood grain and plaid, or it's gingham, like a gingham plaid, I guess, on the background. I'm going to do the wood grain, but I'm going to try to take this stencil here and put some yellow texture paste through it. Now, I've actually was gifted this yellow texture paste from Sandy, and I'm not really sure how it worked. I really wanted it to be that buttery yellow. I had no clue it was going to dry almost crystal clear when I was done with it. So when I first put it on, I absolutely love the color of it. And I definitely could have probably picked a different one of my star stencils to use, but I received this stencil in my, what is it called? In my advent calendar that I purchased 2 years ago from Pear Tree, and her advent calendars are pretty cool. You have acrylic pieces, you get flair, you get stencils, and then there was one other thing that you got in there. It was just very, very decorative advent calendar, which I really liked. All right, so I'm going to take my stripe paper as well as my frame, build almost like a double layered photo mat for my photo. I'm going to trace around it, so then that way I knew where to put my stenciling. I just wanted to make sure that I got the stenciling in the correct space, right? Now I'm going to just take this little bit that made it look like the stars were kind of swirling around all the rest of my bits. And once I get the rest of my elements put on the page, you really won't see this design. But actually, if I'm being honest, once it dries, you don't see the design at all. And I'm quite disappointed, but I didn't even pay attention to it until after the layout was completed. So I'm going to add a little bit more of the yellow splatters to make it look a little bit more complete. But here it is with it dry, and you almost can't see the yellow stenciling at all. It's a really cool technique if I was turning the page of an album and it caught my eye. I definitely like having the stenciling back there. I just wish it stayed that bright yellow that I was looking for. I had no clue it was going to dry this crystal clear like this. But it is definitely a cool background. Like, it looks really good to be back there. So I'm not really scrap lifting the layout. I'm actually just using the layout as an idea. Although I do end up, basically scrap lifting the layout because I'm tucking everything in and around my one photo, and they did the exact same thing in and around their two photos. So yeah, but this was actually what I had intended in the first place, because I love having the stenciling in the background and then having the stuff put on top. And so the stenciling looks like a part of my embellishments, almost like the enamel dot portion of my embellishment. So this was taken during Christmas last year, and my little black puppy, he's not little, I know he's not little, but he's still my little black puppy. And he's not a puppy anymore. He's actually 11 years old this year. But I still call him my puppy, especially when I can still chase him and he still tries to attack me, like turn around and attack me like he's a puppy. So, and I don't mean attack like being bad, but he, tries to paw at me and play with me like a puppy would, right? So anyways, he knows he's not supposed to be on the couch. He knows he is not supposed to be on that couch. And when it's just me by myself and I'm doing voiceovers, I have to close my door and keep him out of my voiceover room, because of the fact that as soon as he starts seeing me talk to someone, which is no one, it's just you, it's just me in the microphone, he thinks someone's here. And then he starts whining and getting really super loud. And I know I've got a couple of recordings where you guys have heard this. I know I do in my older videos. And so when I lock him out of the room or close the door so he can't come in for the 5 or 10 minutes that I'm doing a voiceover, he likes to go and sit on the couch. And then when I open the door and he doesn't come in right away, I start walking the house, and there he is, all snuggled up on the couch, knowing that he's now in trouble because he's not supposed to be on the couch. And then our other puppy sitting on his pillow, he knows better. He knows not to be up on the couch. He won't even come up on the couch, even if he is asked to, even if he's brought up and allowed, like given permission to come up. He won't do it. So he is very nicely laying on his little pillow and being the good dog that he is. So anyways, but that is just basically my adorable little photo. I love this photo so much. I love how Shadow's licking his nose, and Roscoe's snuggled into the couch he's not supposed to be on. I absolutely love it. I'm also adding in the background these, what are they, music sheets, fragments, just here and there and everywhere, just making the background stand up a little bit more. When I do this, I almost always add these bits and pieces in the background like I am doing. I don't ever try to guess where all my elements are going to go. And then, try to put my rub-ons down first. I always tuck them in and make them look like they were down first, even though they weren't, just because it makes it easier for me to figure out where they're going to go and how much is going to show. I'm going to go ahead and fill in this little blank right here with this Comfort and Joy title. I am going to try to pop up my photo, because after I got done adding in all of the acrylic and whatnot, I pushed the acrylic under a little bit farther than I wanted to. So I went ahead and put it underneath my photo a little bit farther than I wanted to, and so I ended up needing to pop my photo up, which I wasn't intending, but it happened. I'm going to also put a little bit of foam underneath my tickets, so that way they look like they're more curled up and 3D'd than just sitting on the page. And yeah, that is my layout. I'm super excited with how it turned out. There's that stenciling that I tried to do. I just wish it was bright yellow like it was supposed to. Like I said, it was my very first time using any Brutus Monroe product whatsoever, and I did really like it. I do love how it actually looks, but I just wish it was a little bit more yellowy, like the bottle shows or the tub shows. All right, you guys, so that is my layout for today. I have loads and loads of close-ups for you guys because there's just so much to see on this layout, so many little things poked here and there and everywhere that I just couldn't, I didn't want to leave anything out. I really didn't. So Anyways, that is that. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I have the playlist link for Off the Board down below. And then I also have the channel links for Paw Your Way into Our Hearts down below as well, if you guys want to go check out who else is documenting about their fur babies. And I will check you guys all later. Thanks. Bye.